Welcome to Would I Lie to You, the show with unvarnished truths and highly polished lies. On David Mitchell's team tonight, a man whose list of TV credits is almost as long as his inside leg measurement. It's Richard Osman. And an actress who once had a job peeling potatoes in a chip shop in Bolton. But she had a dream, and one day it came true. They let her batter the fish. It's Diane Morgan. On Lee Mack's team tonight, the star of This Country, who once worked as a barmaid in a pub, which explains why I haven't been able to get her attention all evening. It's Daisy May Cooper. And a TV star who appears alongside Matt LeBlanc. Now, to be honest, I was hoping this intro would end with the words Courtney Cox. It's Top Gear's Rory Reid. We begin with round one, Home Truths, where our panellists read out a statement from the card in front of them. To make things harder, they've never seen the card before, so they've no idea what they'll be faced with. It's up to the opposing team to sort the fact from the fiction. Richard, you're first up.
Instead of rock, paper, scissors, I prefer to play my own version of the game, which is worm, pigeon, shotgun.
Please, team.
Right.
What beats what? Like, what is superior to what?
It's pretty obvious, isn't it? Pigeon
What beats shotgun?
Pigeon eat worm.
How does a worm beat a shotgun?
By crawling into the barrel. I mean, how do you think?
What's their hand actions?
Well, shotgun.
Yeah.
Easy. Worm.
Yeah.
OK, let's have a little game. Me v you.
Just before
Worm,
we
pigeon,
start
shotgun.
this very competitive bout, tell us what tops what.
It's quite simple. Pigeon eats worm.
The shotgun eats the pigeon.
No, it doesn't eat the pigeon.
The pigeon shoots the worm with the shotgun.
This is so much you're deliberately trying to make this complicated.
I just want
he's
the
genuinely
truth. I
stupid.
just want to get to the bottom of this.
Okay.
Don't think of me as Rob Brydon. Think of me as Robert Mueller. I will not rest until I find out what's
That
happening.
makes me Trump.
Yes, it does.
Oh, I don't like the thought of that.
You're a lot smaller, though, so you're Mueller light.
So, you know the rules. It's going to be the best of three.
Best of three.
I've got my own technique, by the way. I'm not going to use my hands.
Now, you've been warned
Think you
about
know which
this.
one I'm going to do, don't you? I'm not going to be big-headed. It's not a shotgun.
It's not even a worm, is it? Let's be honest. All right, here we go. Get ready.
OK.
1, 2, 3.
I'll tell you what, we all thought it was ridiculous. We're all into it now, aren't we? Are you ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Worm.
OK, let's play. Richard needs just one win. He'll have victory.
Yeah,
If
Rob,
Lee-
I think they're following it.
It's a shame we won't now have time to play Would I Lie to You?
Here we go. Come on.
OK, 1, 2, 3.
Shotgun!
It's a convincing win for Richard the Big Man Osman.
So, what do we
wonderful
think?
to see.
I think it's plausible. I'm going to go true.
Yeah, I thought it was a lie until we played it.
Yeah.
And when we played it, I thought, panning out this.
OK, you're saying it's true. Richard, is it true or is it a lie?
It is a lie.
Rory, you're next.
OK. I am in an ongoing feud with a cat who walked 100 miles to torment me.
David's team.
Who's this, the cat?
It doesn't belong to anyone. It's feral. The cat is essentially a criminal in my eyes. He attacks my cats. He breaks into my house.
He breaks it? How do you mean breaks into your house?
Is anyone going to do the cat burglar joke, or we're letting it go? I don't mind, I'll hand it over if anyone wants it.
When you say breaks into your house, do you mean he just walks in?
Get rid of the first bit.
How does it get in?
First of all, he just walked in through the cat flap because I have my own cat.
Right, that's not breaking in. That is, you can't blame a cat for walking through a cat flap.
I now have a more advanced cat flap, which doesn't quite stop him 100% of the time.
What is the new cat flaps technique? Is it a chip cat flap?
Yes.
So you've chipped your 2 cats with a chip cat flap, but the feral cat sometimes.
Are you Dr. Zeus?
What he does is the batteries in the cat flap only last 6 weeks. So he systematically tests the cat flap to see when the batteries have been exhausted, and then when they run out, it releases completely, and then he can gain access.
Does he sit on the outside looking at other cats going, I can wait?
So what does the cat do once it gains access?
He beats up my cats, he eats their food, and then he sleeps in their bed.
No.
So is it like a sort of violent Goldilocks?
What about this 100, you said 100 miles?
Yes, I did.
Talk a little bit more about that.
I called the RSPCA to get rid of this cat. They refused to come out, but they did supply me with a trap. I trapped it, caught it, took it to the local vet. They then said, we'll release it.
Oh, right.
I said, you can't release it near my house because it will just come right back.
Right.
And that's when they said, yep, we'll get the RSPCA to take it to a cat sanctuary 100 miles away.
No.
Up in the sky.
I don't think the RSPCA would allow that.
What would allow it to be taken away to a cat
Taking
sanctuary?
away from its family.
But that's the
Friends.
point, it's
Have a
not
family.
its
What do you
family.
mean? How do you know it's not got a family? So you don't.
I do. If it does have a family, it doesn't like them very much because it lives with me.
They could be worried sick.
So the RSPCA will take this 100 miles away to a sanctuary.
Yeah, give or take.
What happens then?
Well, I have probably 6 weeks of bliss of no feral cat interfering with my cats.
So then what happened?
I was quite sad that Mark Dennis was no longer around.
Who?
Mark Dennis.
Who is Mark Dennis?
Mark Dennis is the cat.
And why Mark
So
Dennis?
bad you named him twice.
Because the cat was a black cat. He was a dark menace, but I didn't want to, paint him with that brush, so I decided to soften it a little bit and call him Mark Dennis.
And then what happened?
He found his way back.
From 100 miles away.
Do you know for a fact they took him 100 miles away? They might, because that sounded unlikely.
I believe them, though, because I kept in touch with them. I was worried about the cat, because when I had taken it in, the last few times when it had burgled my house, it had a slight infection in its lungs, and it would snore loudly at night, like a fully grown man would snore.
You would hear it snoring in the garden.
In my kitchen.
Oh, he'd break into the kitchen,
Yeah.
beat up your cats, eat all the food, and then have a really loud sleep.
When you put it like that, it sounds ridiculous.
So describe, if you can, the moment when Mark Dennis returned, because it must have been quite dramatic.
And noisy.
Sorry, you're taking me back. Again, it was the snoring. I thought, it can't be Mark Dennis because he's 100 miles away. I went down, and then he did the usual thing. He ran for the cat flap and ran into the garden.
Diane, what are you thinking?
Well, at first I didn't believe when he said the RSPCA drove it 100 miles. But then he's naming it, and it's got a lung infection.
Yeah.
Yeah, the name is the... I mean, it's a good name to come up
Dennis.
with, Mark Dennis, Dark Menace.
I think it's true.
I think it's true.
True.
So you're going to say true?
So we're going to say true.
Okay. Rory, was it true or was it a lie?
Well, it was very true.
Our next round is called This Is My, where we bring on a mystery guest who has a close connection to one of our panellists. Now, this week, each of Lee's team will claim it's them that has the genuine connection to the guest, and it's up to David's team to spot who's telling the truth. So please welcome this week's special guest, Jamie. So, Rory, who is Jamie to you?
This is Jamie, and after a mix-up in a tattoo parlour, we now have each other's tattoo.
Daisy, how do you know Jamie?
This is my ex-boyfriend, Jamie, and I used to put sleeping pills in my parents' tea so I could sneak him into the house.
And finally, Lee, what is your relationship with Jamie?
This is Jamie. While staying at an Airbnb, I mistook him for an intruder and attacked him with a whisk.
So, there we have it. David's team, where would you like to begin?
Daisy, when did you go out with Jamie?
When I was about 14, 15,
Where did you get the sleeping pills?
my mother had them to get to sleep.
What was the drug?
It was just regular kind of night-old sleeping pills.
Over the counter.
Over the counter.
Over the
ones.
counter.
But they weren't prescription. They weren't like some hardcore thing from
No.
from a doctor. So you were trying to get them just to nod off a little bit earlier than they would have done.
Yes.
What sort of time would you administer the dose?
So I would administer, especially when they're watching Inspector Morse. So I'd say, "Can I make you a cup of tea?" They'd say, "Yes, please," and I'd be in the kitchen putting them in the.
How many times did you do this? How often did you do this as a tactic?
I think for the duration of our relationship,
Which was?
about a year.
What was it about Jamie that was so unacceptable to your waking parents?
Because he was a very angry goth. And he didn't treat me very well.
See, I wasn't necessarily assuming that your parents didn't approve of the relationship, just that they didn't approve of you, the
No.
thought of you holding hands with him.
No.
Did you think you were coming on Jeremy Kyle?
So you've drugged your parents. What happens next?
Then they go to sleep.
What, in the chair?
No, they say...
And you say, "Come on in, you come, my lover, don't worry about them, they're out for the count."
They say, strangely, this episode of Inspector Morse doesn't seem as gripping as yours. Let's get an early night. Who cares who did it?
They get very tired watching the show. They poodle off up to bed. At this point, he's finished work at the Chinese restaurant, so I sneak him round the back gate.
And because he's a
comes
goth,
into
he's
the-
very well camouflaged in the dark.
Then Mum goes to bed, and we just listen to Iron Maiden very quietly and write goth poetry together.
I've never heard that euphemism.
No.
OK, and this happened for about a year, and were your parents unaware of the relationship altogether?
No, because they woke up once. And
You hadn't got the chloroform and the handkerchief.
so they woke up, and my mum walks into the room to find some black goth hair on my pillow and says, "Paul," which is my dad, "get down here now. Daisy's smuggled in Jamie. Kick him out of the house and say something responsible." So my dad said, "Get out my house, you pillock."
OK, now then, what about Rory?
OK, so Rory, what was going to be your tattoo, and what tattoo did you end up with?
I wanted a tattoo of a crescent moon, quite classy. Instead, easy. Instead, I got a picture of Popeye's face.
And where?
Just there on my left shoulder blade.
Have you still got it?
Yes.
And how did the mix-up occur?
We were on holiday in Thailand together. Bit of a lads booze up. One thing led to another. We all got a bit merry, shall we say. And I don't think it was Jamie's idea. I think it's probably Sam, my other friend, who said, let's all get tattoos.
Yeah, that sounds like Sam. That's a kind of...
It's a very Sam thing to do.
Yeah.
When was this, Rory?
Late 2000s.
The late 2000s?
Sorry, early 2000s, my bad.
The early 2000s.
Well, the late 2000s would be nearly 1,000 years. A long time in the future.
So you're in Thailand.
Yeah.
Talk us through the tattoo parlour. Where was it situated?
Koh Phangan. So you fly in, you get to Bangkok, and then I think...
If you're lucky.
And then you travel to Koh Phangan, and there's this little parlour, and they're used to tourists coming in all the time, and they have multiple beds, if I remember correctly.
How classy.
And not that kind of establishment. And then you choose out of a book what you want.
Yeah.
And then you kind of go...
I know what a book is.
I'll have the number 4, Jamie wanted the number 5, or
With
whatever
rice,
it was.
or...?
Not that kind of establishment. And then they
So it is neither a restaurant nor a brothel. The kind of establishment it is a tattoo parlour with beds and a low standard of administrative competence.
You'd have gone out of the storm on this stag weekend, David.
Rory, how long was it before you realised the mistake?
Immediately. Yeah, you stand up, there's a mirror there, you go like that. And there wasn't a picture of a classy crescent moon, there was a picture of Popeye's face with the pipe and everything.
Who was more upset by this outcome, you or Jamie?
Me, by far.
Right.
Absolutely. He's now got a classy crescent moon on his back. I've got Popeye. Are you not following this?
OK, now then, what about Lee? Remind us, Lee, of your claim.
So this is Jamie, and while staying in an Airbnb, I mistook him for an intruder, and I attacked him with a whisk.
Okay. And where was the Airbnb?
The Airbnb was in Rye.
And why were you staying in an Airbnb in Rye?
Because I like to get away from my family, full stop. I like to go away and write and just get some peace and quiet, so I go away for 2 or 3 days, occasionally, very occasionally.
Why did you
Get married in the first place? I don't know. I ask myself every day the same question.
Why did you choose a whisk over a knife?
Well, as you may know, that a lot of people that are attacked in their home are often attacked with their own weapons, because what they do is they take a weapon, like a hammer, and they go, get out of my house, and then the burglar panics, and then he grabs the hammer, and a fight ensues, and then the person ends up getting injured. So when I opened the drawer, I had to make a selection. And I couldn't go knife for the reasons I've just explained. I looked at big rolling pin. I could get attacked with that. But you can't go the other way either. You can't pick up the Mr. Men jelly mould. And I had to find out what was the perfect middle ground between... It looks aggressive and offensive, but I think it'll be all right if he tries to hit me with it. What's the most he's going to do? Mess my hair up?
You wouldn't want a knife, you wouldn't want to kill him. You'd have a whisk, you could just beat him.
You beat with a fork, you whisk with a whisk.
The applause begs to differ. Let's set the scene. Paint a more vivid picture for us.
It was daytime.
It was daytime?
Yeah, I mistook him for an intruder because I subsequently found out that on the email that was sent by the person who owned the house, they said, oh, by the way, someone's coming, whatever it was, Saturday afternoon to have a look at the wood-burning stove. I hope that's OK. There'll only be 20 minutes or whatever. So I was asleep, and it was about midday, something like that, and I hear a noise downstairs. And then he starts playing around with the wood-burning stove.
Oh, no.
And I get worried. I think someone's down there.
Because the noise is a...
Sorry, well, you are Welsh. Are you asking me the time? And so I go downstairs and I see this figure. I panic. And I was going to say, get out, or else. I don't know what I was thinking. I just ran at him.
I'll whip you to a soft peak.
Oh, I definitely didn't say that to him. No, never say that to a strange man in your house, David. And I whacked him on the back really hard, just kept whacking him and whacking him.
You hadn't previously challenged him or asked him why he was there. You just went straight in and battered him with a hand whisk.
I just panicked and I was
Just straight in,
He
went
went,
to the kitchen, got the hand, batter.
No, there's no batter involved.
We need an answer. So David's team, is Jamie Rory's branded buddy, Daisy's smuggled sweetheart, or Lee's innocent intruder?
What do you think, Diane?
Well, I'm not sure about night owl. I don't think it's that strong. So I think Daisy's lying.
Yeah.
How old do you have to be to know about Popeye?
Oh, that's
'Cause I think
why would he pick... Yeah.
it doesn't ring true.
OK.
You know that if it's not Daisy and not Rory, that means it's Lee.
So, can't believe.
So, what's it going to be, David?
I think it's Daisy.
You think it's Daisy?
I could be persuaded that it's Daisy.
We'll go with Daisy.
You can say Daisy.
Yeah.
Jamie, would you please reveal your true identity?
I'm Jamie, and I used to sneak into Daisy's house.
Yes, Jamie is Daisy's smuggled sweetheart. Of course, this is not something you should ever do, putting sleeping pills in someone's tea. Thank you very much, Jamie. Which brings us to our final round, Quickfire Lies. And we start with... It's Lee.
I was genuinely invited to Harry and Meghan's wedding today, but I said no because I had to come here and do this.
David's team.
Why were you invited?
Well, that, David, is as much of a shock to me as it is to you. I'm on
Do you
the telly.
know, for example, Prince Harry or Meghan Markle?
Well, I've met Prince Harry and he was very nice and he did say that he was a fan of this show. So he's definitely seen me because I'm on this show.
If this is true, it's a bit of a blow to me and Rob.
Well, this is...
I wasn't invited. Maybe Rob was as well.
I really can't say.
I think we know if Rob was invited,
Yes.
he would be able to say.
Well, this is interesting because I want to know if you were invited because as soon as I got the invite, I met Prince Harry and I know he's a fan of the show. So I immediately assumed that you two had been invited as well.
Yeah.
So I went to phone you and I phoned you first and I put the phone down because I didn't want to ask in case you hadn't been invited. I thought it wouldn't be a good idea.
Yes, it would be a horrible thing to let slip, wouldn't it?
Yes.
If you'd been invited, it would be a horrible thing to do to someone under any circumstances, even if it wasn't in public.
So you think he's going, OK, George Clooney, David Beckham, Oprah Winfrey, Lee.
I didn't even know my surname.
I should point out to people watching at home that it is the royal wedding day today. As we record this, it happened today, didn't it?
And it was a lovely wedding as well.
Look,
Oh,
they're
it
not
was
rather
it brought
lovely.
people together, didn't it?
absolutely
And you know what
lovely.
I'm glad about? I'm glad he wasn't there.
Oh, me,
Did it come through the post?
It went through my agent.
It was more like a booking. Were they expecting you to do some of your silly humour or something?
Did you have a +1 as well?
Yes, I did.
And so your wife was happy for you to come and do this instead of going to the royal wedding?
Well, actually, my wife couldn't go anyway. So that was the other problem as well. And then I thought, well, who would I take? And I did actually think of one of you two. I thought that's going to be more awkward. So, but then I thought maybe it's not awkward. If David's been invited, as I suspected, and Rob hasn't, I'll take Rob. And then we're all going. There was a lot of social etiquette. I was a mess.
That is the other question. Why didn't... Because the wedding finished...
Well, this is the
at
irritating
about
thing.
1.
Yes,
and then
exactly.
there was a lunch.
I got the invite that said the wedding is going to be at 12 o'clock. Mm-hmm. And I thought in my head, no one would say 12 o'clock, meaning that's when the wedding is. That would mean, you turn up at 12 o'clock and then you go through all the rigmarole of security, blah, 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 and actually the wedding's going to be about 2. Then you've got the actual ceremony, then you've got the meal. I wasn't going to get here because...
Yes, it's like when you buy theatre tickets. The time is just when they think you should leave home.
Look, Matt, I appreciate you're angry.
Yeah. Very angry.
I didn't write the invites.
Very angry and very hurt and very bruised, whether this is true or not. That's the terrible thing, because my thought processes have gone down the lines of it being true, and it feels like I've been through it emotionally, even if I haven't.
OK, time to decide.
Well,
I think it's I'd love it to be true, but I think it's unlikely.
I wouldn't.
This has been one of the most psychologically damaging thought experiments I've ever gone through. And so I don't think I could pronounce the words, I think this is true. Oh, I just did.
You think it's true?
We're going to say lie?
I think lie.
Lie, we're going to say lie.
I've a horrible feeling in the pit of my stomach that it's true. It's like waiting with a specialist for a result.
Yeah. Ironically, if this is true, when that moment comes for both of us, it'll just be a mercy.
Tell us. They think it's a lie. I pray it's a lie.
It is, in fact, true.
Well, I hope that's the last question of the evening.
Well,
How did you
thank
keep
you
that
for
secret?
watching. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, thank you for watching.
Oh, actually, there's something else as well. Sorry, I've got to tell you this as well, which is quite important. This is a true story as well. I was lying. Look at the smile on his little face. Look at his little happy face.
Yeah, okay, it's all right. It's all right. Yes! Praise be, it was a lie. Of course it was a lie. Lee wasn't invited, of course he wasn't, to Harry and Meghan's wedding.
Do you know what I think? I think the producers of this show are just trying to turn us against each other.
They're doing a good job. And that noise signals time is up. It's the end of the show. I can reveal David's team has won by 4 points to nil. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. Good night. Good evening and welcome to Would I Lie to You, the show with barefaced lies and well-masked truths. On David Mitchell's team tonight, a comedian who's been all over the world, from Australia to the United States. In fact, the only place he hasn't been is a hairdresser's. It's Alan Davies. And a woman who, when she was at university, earned a first-class degree in romantic poetry. I must tell her the one I wrote. There once was a man from Nantucket who's another time. It's Jermaine Greer. And on Lee Mack's team tonight, he's the host of Pointless, one of BBC's most popular tea time shows, or as students call it, breakfast television. It's Richard Osman. And a footballer who played for Nottingham Forest, Newcastle United, Spurs, Aston Villa and QPR, meaning he was either hugely in demand or couldn't get on with anybody. It's Jermaine Jenas. And so we begin with round one, home truths, where our panellists each read out a statement from the card in front of them. Now, to make things harder, they've never seen the card before, they've no idea what they'll be faced with. It's up to the opposing team to sort the fact from the fiction. Richard, you're up first tonight.
Last year, at a party, I shared a jacuzzi with 3 of the eggheads.
David Mitchell's team.
We Which three eggheads?
It was Barry. I know, right? Kevin. And Chris.
Do the eggheads, are they only allowed in a jacuzzi for 3 minutes?
What was the party?
Well, it was all of the sort of quiz shows together. We're doing a big photo shoot, and it was us, and by us I mean Pointless. It was Eggheads, The Chase, and like 15 to 1.
How'd you get all them in?
Just out of interest, who initiated the jacuzzi-ing?
There have been some photographs in it earlier in the evening, and then later in the evening, people were jumping in of their own accord.
Right. Okay.
What was the photo shoot for?
Radio Times, TV Times, one of those.
So with the concept for the photo was three eggheads and you in a jacuzzi. What were the 15 to 1ers and the chasers doing?
We were doing all sorts of photographs, drinking champagne, jacuzzi. It was supposed to be, you know, decadence and all this kind of stuff.
The concept was decadence in the quizzing community.
I think it was champagne, chocolates, just being decadent. I think. But
chocolates in a jacuzzi.
Not in a jacuzzi.
Sort of a box of black magic bobbing. I think photographing a lot of people from different quiz shows in a ridiculously kind of opulent setting is the sort of idea that a listings at magazine might have. For example, for the last series of this, they had us sitting round a table pretending to play poker and pulling loads of faces.
Yes.
It's the kind of stunt that they do, rather than just having a normal photograph and then a note of when the programme is on, which is all you need.
I rather enjoyed the poker photo. It's a lovely opportunity to spend time with you and Lee out of this environment, but never mind if you weren't happy.
To be honest with you, Rob, I also had a terrible time.
All right, it's time to make your mind up. What way are you leaning, Alan?
I don't think it's true. I can see the photo shoot, but I just can't see him in a jacuzzi.
Continuing to party at the end of a photo shoot was certainly not something we considered, was it, Lee, at the end of the aforementioned
Literally,
poker.
as he put the cap on the end of the camera like that, we were in the taxi, weren't we? Yeah. I remember as we drove off, winding the window down and hearing, "It's my round, lads." Yeah. It's my round! Take your head down, he's looking!
Rob sent me the end of his anecdote in 5 long texts.
So, Jermaine, what do you think?
I'm going to say...
Is this a musical?
You say a lie.
You think it's a lie?
A lie.
So you both think it's a lie?
Yeah.
We'll say lie.
You're going to say it's a lie. OK, so Richard, jacuzzis, photo shoot, truth or lie?
It is lie.
Hey!
Yes, it's a lie. Richard didn't share a jacuzzi with 3 of the eggheads. Jermaine Greer, your turn.
Whenever I travel by tube, I look around the carriage to decide who I'd eat first. If we were a group of people stranded on a desert island.
Lee?
I hope this isn't true, Jermaine.
Although we're now all doing it.
I think we all know what we're thinking.
So it's not going to end well for me.
Think about you could eat you and make a raft out of the bones. So, Jermaine, is this a thing you only do on the tube?
Well, you know how, I mean, you can sit in the tube, stupefied with boredom, and ask yourself what everyone would look like undressed. And that is just so depressing a thought that I started to work variations on this theme and thinking, you know, who looks toothsome?
Toothsome?
Yes. Who would you like to sink your teeth into?
I thought looking toothsome meant you had a lot of teeth.
Well, you thought wrong.
Really? Really?
How do you make the judgment call then? Is it just the fattest or...?
No, it's not just the fattest, because they're probably the least interesting. You might decide...
Interesting.
Well, because it's just lard. Unfortunately, it's positively correlated with youth.
So you like the idea of eating you?
Imagine, Jermaine, we're all on the tube together,
Hang on, she's eyeing me up here. She's fully eyeing me up.
In which order do you eat us?
Well, Jermaine is quite right. He has to go first. He's the fittest.
That's an
He's
assumption.
Thank you very much.
So you're starting with Germaine. All right, we'll allow you that. Who do you turn to next?
I think it'd probably be Alan next.
It's hard to know if it's a compliment or not, isn't it?
Do you remember that feeling at school when you were lined up and they were picking the football team? The only thing you could think was, I better not be last. It's happening again!
So you've got Germaine and Alan. Who would you go to next?
Oh, David, I think.
Thank you.
It does feel like an honour, doesn't it?
It does. I'm very proud to finish in the top half of the table.
Why would you go to... Why, for Lord's sake, would you go to David before me, to a lesser extent Lee, and Richard? Why?
I think Richard would be a bit difficult to handle, to manage.
So you've got the three of us left. Who's next?
It'd be a matter of how one cooked you. Crackling is what comes to mind.
I don't know if she's insulting me or praising me.
Everybody loves crackling if it's made properly.
Yes, I like that. So it's me next, is it?
Well, yes, maybe. Look, this is getting out of hand, I'm afraid. I'm full. I'm not even hungry anymore.
Take it a little more seriously, please. So you're left now. You're left with the two stragglers. You've been pushing them round your plate. You really don't want to know. It's Lee and Richard. Who do you go to next?
I can't help thinking at this point I'd have probably got off the tube.
So who's last, just to be sure? For when I get the T-shirts
I
printed.
thought I'd spearhead Richard.
You spared Richard because you think he's too weak, so
let him go.
Lee is technically last. Excellent.
So Lee is last, but you refuse to eat Richard at all.
So what do you think?
She's very detailed about what...
When she
knew.
When she looked into your eyes and said,
I saw...
Yeah, that's definitely true.
I told you, the eyes told me, yeah, you're going. Like. To be honest with you, in makeup room before, I was like, things are coming back to me now, actually, yeah.
Yeah, because she was basting you, wasn't she?
So what's it going to be?
What do we think, Richard?
Well, I think, just look in her eyes, it's so true.
So you both think it's true?
Yeah,
I think it's a lie.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. But I'll go with the majority, because I'm weak.
You're going to say true. Germaine, truth or lie?
Lie.
Yes, it was a lie all along. Our next round is called This Is Mine, and we bring on a mystery guest who has a close connection to one of our panellists. Now, this week, each of David's team will claim it's them that has the genuine connection to the guest. And it's up to Lee's team to spot who is telling the truth. So please welcome this week's special guest, Wally. So, Jermaine Greer, what is Wally to you?
Oh, this is Wally. He's the crane driver who once let me sit in his cabin 50 feet above my house.
Alan, how do you know Wally?
This is Wally, and during one of his driving lessons, I crashed into the co-op.
And finally, David, what is your relationship with Wally?
This is Wally, and he intervened when I got into a whispered row with a woman in a library.
So, there it is. Lee's team, where do you want to start?
Wally's got the top half of Alan's face and the bottom half of David's.
I think the fact Germaine's got that was in her fridge. OK, well, let's start with Alan. When was this?
I was 17.
Sorry, this was a lesson or a test?
It was the day before my test. I'm in a Mini.
Yeah. Right.
And Wally's with me, helping me learn.
Oh, he wasn't the instructor?
Not a driving instructor.
Oh, OK, so he's your mate. Right, and what caused you to go into the co-op?
I didn't stop. He pulled out in front of me, Lee.
Talk us through the incident, then.
It's where I grew up. I grew up in Essex.
OK.
And it was the biggest supermarket in Europe.
The co-op?
The co-op.
Which town was that in?
In Loughton, that's where I
Oh, the
grew up.
Loughton Co-op.
That's where I grew up.
Yeah. It's the only supermarket you see from space.
It's hard to spot if you're driving.
Did you scrape it or did you go
No,
bang
straight
into it? Into a window or a wall?
The wall.
So,
instead of braking, I accelerated.
How much damage did you do to the car?
Well, it wouldn't go.
Really? It was that bad?
I can't get over the hair. They've got to be mates.
They come from that town where that is the hair.
Yeah, it's just like
How did the manager of the co-op, who came out with presumably the same hairstyle, how did he react?
Maybe Alan tried to blame Wally, pointed, but there was like 20, 30 blokes. And you had to work out where Wally was.
So the manager came out, and what was the response?
I don't remember anyone coming out.
The car has gone into the wall of the co-op, and everything just carries on.
Did you have to put £1 into the back to release it?
All right, so who would you like to speak to next?
Germaine, what was the crane doing? I presume there was building work going on.
It was to do with an electricity substation.
So he was doing some work.
The crane was there for a few days before I actually approached him and asked him if I could go up in the cabin. And when I first asked him, he was distinctly unkeen.
So you asked him, where was he? What did you shout?
Can
I come up to your cabin? I want to sit on your crying in your cabin. Come on! Come here, dingo, let me in your cabin. Is that also the conversation?
He'd come down off the crane.
Oh, he was already down, ready to go on. Grabbed him away.
So I asked if I could nip up and have a look at him.
And did he go up with you?
No, well, the thing is, he didn't really want to do it. So I did my best to persuade him.
How did you persuade him? You put a white hanky over his mouth and said, you said, smell that, and he woke up in the cabin.
He would have had to be dragged up unconscious. I couldn't have done that.
It was only the practicalities that stopped us from doing it.
Let me simply say that money changed hands.
Ah, and how much did he have to pay you?
So did you both go up to the cabin?
He said I had to go first, just in case I missed my footing.
Oh, and he went up right behind you?
Not right
Wally, you
behind me.
pervert! OK, so you're up in the crane. Yeah. Is there room for two people in those things?
Barely. It was...
So it was intimate?
Not really, but it was
You can't have it both ways.
You certainly can't have it both ways, and that's too small.
Have some respect for Jermaine Greer. So sorry about my friend.
It was pretty cramped, but he showed me how you use the controls.
You're telling me now that you actually had a go of it?
No, I didn't have a go of it.
But he showed you how to do
but
it?
I can use a digger and an excavator, so I know how to balance the two hands.
Why do you know how to use a digger?
No, because I dig holes.
What about David?
David, can you remind me of your statement?
This is Wally, and he intervened when I had a whispered row with a woman in a library.
What was the row about?
It was about noise.
Who started the row?
Who started the row?
I would say she started it, but the noise that it was about was my responsibility. I was in the loo.
Was what?
I was in the loo when the noise happened, but the noise didn't emanate from the loo. It was my phone made the noise while I was in the loo, because it was on silent, but it vibrated and sort of...
Where was it? You left
I'd left it on the table.
Oh, you'd left the thing, gone to the toilet.
By my laptop.
So you come back from the toilet. Could you hear it's that noise? Yes.
Well, that's yes. I was in the toilet,
and you heard the
No, I couldn't hear that noise from.
Oh, great! He's now doing impressions of inanimate objects.
I thought he was doing me on the toilet. Sorry.
Well, that's not you on the toilet. Well, that's more like. I wonder how long I'll be here.
So, what happens next?
Well, I come out of the toilet and she's immediately incensed and comes up to me and has a massive whispered go at me.
What does she say?
She said, I've been trying to work in here and you've been making noise all the time and that phone has gone off 2 or 3 times. And I'm sort of going, I'm sorry, I didn't realise. I just left it there. There's no need to take that tone with me, though. There's no need to be so rude. I'll turn my phone off now. I'm sorry, but, you know. So this carries on for a few minutes, and then Wally, who works there, comes up and has a word with us both and says, please, you know, be quiet and get on with your work.
OK, we do need an answer. So Lee's team is Wally, Jermaine's crane companion, Alan's car crasher, or David's bookish buddy.
He's got a bit of library about him, hasn't he? He has got a whiff of book about him.
That's my new fragrance for Christmas.
If I had to choose, I would say Alan.
What are you thinking, Jermaine?
The whispering argument, I can see it happening.
Yeah.
And I bizarrely think it might be Jermaine.
Oh, brilliant.
OK, so Jermaine thinks it's David.
I think it's Alan.
You think it's Alan?
And you think
And I
it's
think
Jermaine?
it's Jermaine.
Let's say Jermaine then.
Jermaine has to pick?
Yeah, I think Jermaine should say Jermaine.
I'm handing the leadership qualities over to Jermaine.
All right.
And letting him decide who it is.
What do you say,
He
Jermaine?
says Jermaine.
We collectively think it's David.
No!
No, we don't! You're saying David? So, the Lee's team, after a thorough democratic process, are settling on David. Wally, would you please reveal your true identity?
My name is Wally, and I was teaching Alan how to drive.
Into the car park. Thank you very much, Rory. Which brings us to our final round, quickfire lies, and we start with... It's Lee.
After an incident last year, I have a fear that some of my neighbours think I hunt ducklings.
David's team. What was the incident?
Hang on. Got it. So, I live by a river.
Yeah.
That much is true.
We know it's true because we both enjoyed an evening, one of his evenings at his house.
We have indeed.
Do you remember it, David, don't you? Because you and Rob both left, and then 10 minutes later, you snuck back, didn't you? And I remember as David drove off going, I'll give you a lift, David! 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 So, I live by the river.
Yeah.
And there was a duckling in the front of our house. Let's call it the driveway.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And I didn't want to say driveway because I start making a real showbiz that I've got a car. Anyway, so there's the duckling,
Which part of the drive? Was it down by the gate, so where it sweeps up around the lawn?
I don't know, I got over the moat, to be honest with you. So duckling would be quite good at that. I reckon I know how I should think about it.
So this duckling on its own.
Yeah, so there's a duckling.
On the drive.
He's on the driveway.
Yeah.
This was the yellow fluffy variety.
Right.
And so I decided I must catch the duckling and try and put it back in the water.
Yeah.
In the river.
Why?
You mean why have I got a heart, David? Why did you bother about this non-human thing? Why did you eat it?
So, yeah, no,
Why
duck
did
is...
you baste it? Fry it and shove it in your mouth?
Are you saying
Why
that
didn't you? Sorry, David.
Yeah, I mean, you've had enough time to invent anything.
Right.
So you see the duckling on the drive.
Yes.
You pick up. What is this thing that you're picking up?
This is. I have a big net in my house.
Right.
And so I see this duck and I catch it and I scoop it up. So I've now got a duck in the net.
Right.
And my plan was to look round for lots of baby ducklings and a sort of adult-sized duck going.
Right.
You did say the duckling was yellow.
Did I?
Yeah, what colour are the ducks on the river?
Uh-oh.
What?
Can we go into conference for a moment?
Because the ducks on the river are almost certainly mallards.
Yes?
And their ducklings are not yellow.
Yeah, but this wasn't complete. This wasn't a pure
I don't
mallard.
care. Wrong. Now, one of the most important things not to do with ducklings when you find them in the spring is to touch them or handle them at all. Because the mother will reject them.
Yes.
I didn't handle him, I netted him. Do you know why I didn't handle him? Because the mother would have rejected it.
How far have you walked
A long
to this
way,
point?
because I couldn't find any ducks and any ducklings. So I'm now walking up, and I have noticed that people have passed me, and I've given them the, all right, and they've gone, all right. It dawns on me after half a mile, they're going, I think this stretch of the river, which is famous for fishing, I think that weirdo has been catching ducklings. They think I've scooped one out, because it's a proper big fishing net I've got. So I decided to go home, ring up the RSPCB.
RSPCD.
B, I said.
D. P.
It's the RSPB.
Oh, sorry.
RSPB, you idiot.
Or the RSPCA.
You thought it was D, you weirdo! Preventing cruelty to ducklings, that's a very niche market. Oh, no, they're only goslings.
So what do you think, David? Is he telling the truth?
I should point out that we did find out that it was goose.
So it was a bright yellow gosling.
It was bright yellow, and I thought it was a duckling, and it turned out to be
Goslings
a
are bright yellow.
Are they?
OK, what do you think?
Davies, it's so heavily embroidered, this story.
Yeah.
But I think it's substantially true.
Alan?
Well, throughout the story, I thought it was a complete nonsense.
Yes, I did throughout. But then there was something about him saying they came back and they said actually it was a baby goose. And it having been yellow, that's tipped me into thinking it might be true. I'm going to say true.
True?
Yeah.
OK. Lee, truth or lie?
It is, in fact, true.
Next. It's Jermaine.
The night before the biggest game of my career, a teammate woke me up by practicing his trumpet.
Reid's team.
I'm assuming that's not a euphemism. What time was this?
12:30, something like that.
So why were you cohabiting with a trumpeter?
Please just use that as the trailer. That's it.
It's not something that you ask, is it? I mean, are you a trumpeter? And let's room together. I don't know.
But he was from your team.
He was, yeah. He was in my team.
What team was it?
When I was at Newcastle United.
So where were you?
I was in a hotel.
A hotel?
Yeah.
Where?
It was in Newcastle.
Think about the other team you were playing. And it'll probably be the same answer.
Say in Newcastle?
It was in Newcastle, yeah.
Why would you be in a hotel in your own hometown?
Because we were playing against Sunderland.
Oh, fair enough.
Sometimes the manager likes to just keep the players together.
Ah, yes, I have heard of
Lock and
that.
key. Who was the trumpeter?
It was Nobby Solano.
Oh, Nobby Solano. He's from Peru.
What was he playing?
I can't help thinking, if someone wakes you up playing a trumpet in your ear, you don't go, oh, what is that? Is that... no, don't tell me, carry on playing. I get
It was something like, them Mexican kind of food adverts, like...
And you say this was Nobby Solero?
Nobby Solero is a very
Solano.
adult ice cream.
So where is he trumpeting?
He was kind of sat at the edge of his bed, like this, with a stand and...
He'd set up his...
If this is a lie, don't push it, son.
He'd set up his music stand.
Tunic. You got a tunic and a hat on. Under his chin.
2, 3, 4.
And what was his excuse?
He's practicing, that was it.
And did the conversation go further? Did you say...
Well, I just said, put it away.
Start playing the trumpet.
What do you think? I mean, I know the world of football is not one that you're overly familiar
Yes,
with.
but I am an expert in nocturnal trumpeting. Balances out. What do you think, Jermaine?
It's certainly true that people tolerate a lot of noise in South America, generally.
Okay. You think?
I wouldn't be surprised. I'm going true.
We'll go true.
Okay, Jermaine, truth or lie?
It's true.
That noise signals time is up. It's the end of the show. I can reveal David's team have 5 points and Lee's team have 0. Of course, it's not just a team game. My individual liar of the week this week is Germaine Greer. Yes, Germaine Greer, a feminist who not only burned her bra, but now her pants are on fire as well. Good night. And welcome to Would I Lie to You, the show where deception always gets a good reception. On Lee Mack's team tonight, a comedian who once wrote a book of made-up facts about pandas. Well, that's the thing with panda facts, they're never black and white. It's David O'Doherty. A breakfast TV presenter who tells us what the day's weather is going to be like, saving us all the arduous task of looking out of the window. It's a BBC Weather's Carol Kirkwood. David Mitchell's team tonight, a Glasgow-born comic who'll mix delicately spun lies with good old-fashioned Scottish aggression. It's Susan Calman. Just a joke. And a man who's done almost 490 pointless shows. And if you count tonight, 491. From Pointless, Richard Osman. So to round one, Home Truths, where our panellists read out a statement from the card in front of them. To make things harder, they've never seen the card before, so they've no idea what they'll be faced with. It's up to the opposing team to sort the fact from the fiction. Richard is first.
I have a 40% stake in a prize-winning racing pigeon.
Lee.
If there's one thing I know about, it's buying pigeons. So be careful with your answer. Tell me now, Richard, how much do you pay for 40% of a pigeon?
We paid £600.
You were robbed.
And it's about £70 a month to keep them, which is
£70 a month?
Yeah.
Wow.
That is a lot of trill.
We don't feed him trill.
What do you feed him?
IPO, steroids.
Oh, well, fine.
£70 a month? What are you taking him to Alton Towers? What are you doing with him?
Firstly, he's got to be housed, he's got to be fed,
Yes,
he's got to be trained.
In a wooden shack.
Yeah.
I'm not going to
Has he got a bungalow?
Shack. This is a prize winner.
What is a prize winner? What has he won?
He won the Prix-Calais.
Yeah.
And he's won some local things, but that's the proper deal.
Pre-PRIX.
Correct.
How many pigeons were in the race?
It's about 450. It's less than 500, but more than 100. It's
Come on, 500. The sky would be black then with pigeons. It's the Germans, they're back.
They released in Calais and they raced all the way to...
Well, they race home.
And where's home?
Essentially, well, his is up in Lancashire.
Right.
What's the pigeon's name?
It's called Cobbold Joe. Cobbold, C-O-B-B-O-L-D.
Cobbold Joe.
Cobbold Joe.
It's because the original, as you know about racing pigeons, right?
Oh, I do know about racing
Tolly
pigeons.
Cobbold.
Yeah.
Toddy-cobbled was the grandfather.
Yeah.
And so we chose that name. That's nice.
So
Is that true? Is there a pigeon called Tolly-cobbled?
Don't know.
You
It's with someone from a Hovis advert.
Are there any distinctive markings? So just if there were some pigeons there, say Trafalgar Square, I'd be able to, oh, that's Cobbled Joe, down in London for the sales.
I'm going to be honest. I would struggle to choose her out of a pigeon parade.
Really?
But
Her, and she's called Joe.
Yeah.
So is it Joe with no E?
Yeah.
That's fine. Short for Joanna.
Next question.
I think I might have this. I don't think lady pigeons do the racing because they would be pregnant some of the time.
I tell you what, she better not be.
It was only a cuddle, wasn't it, Richard? Do you go and watch do you go and when they go off, do you watch it?
I have seen the pigeon race once. Yeah,
How much of the race did you see?
I've seen the pigeon release. You've seen the release.
Have you ever seen a pigeon land?
Yeah, I've seen
You
a
were there when the
land,
pigeon
yeah.
landed?
No,
You've never seen a pigeon land?
I've seen a pigeon land, yeah.
Yes?
But not under racing conditions. You've just seen a pigeon land in its spare time.
Yeah, exactly.
So you've only ever So what you're saying is you've seen your pigeon take off, but you haven't seen your pigeon land.
I have seen
Does
my
that mean
pigeon-
your pigeon's lost?
I don't think when a racing pigeon lands, it's any different than a normal
No,
pigeon.
exactly.
Oh, wrong.
They don't get ticked like
It's
that.
right to the shed and they go, whoa! I was going fast!
That does it. It raises its wings as it presses the tape. That's what it does.
So, it's time to decide, Lee. What are you going to say?
I think it's
Do you think it's true?
I think, yeah, okay, not true.
Let's say lie. I get confused if you say not true. It is a lie!
You think it's a lie? Richard, the pigeons, the racing, Cobble
It
Joe.
is, I'm
Truth or
afraid.
lie?
A lie.
Yes, it's a lie. Richard doesn't have a 40% stake in a prize-winning racing pigeon. Carol, you're next.
I was rumbled at a dinner party after serving up a shop-bought pie and pretending I'd made it myself.
David.
What was in the pie?
Steak and kidney.
And what shop did you buy it from?
I bought it from a local butcher.
Did you make a big deal of saying, oh, look at my homemade steak and kidney pie, isn't it lovely?
Unfortunately, I did, yes. I waxed lyrical.
And who were the people that you were trying to impress so much that you weren't homemaking, but you didn't know well enough to say, I just bought this from a nice
They were
butcher?
the parents of a good friend of mine who'd been really kind to us, and I wanted to do something nice for them.
What repay them by lying?
How did they find out? That's
Yes.
the question. That's the important issue, Carol.
This was actually quite a bit awkward because we were all sitting there having a lovely meal, beautiful smells. I was saying, I'm so glad I've made this because I know steak and kidney is your absolute favourite. So, knife and fork in. How surprising, this is chicken and ham.
Were you tempted to just go with it, pause, and then go, well how do you make it?
And so what happened when they realised your deceitful ways?
Well, I had to really lie some more. And I had to think,
I really thought you were going to say come clean. Nice and more. Say, I'm afraid, do you know one of the first signs of Alzheimer's is thinking you're having chicken when in fact it's steak and kidney. It's a terrible thing. It means you've basically only got hours of consciousness left.
So what did you say, Carol?
well, I said, because they had thought that I'd cooked these, I said, well, I made a big batch of pies at the weekend and I made some chicken and ham and I made some steak and kidney and I
that's good.
froze them all.
That's good.
Together on
That's
one.
very good, actually. That's very
It's
good.
off our tongue.
We have nothing to fear from climate change. You'll just tell us what we want to hear. It's all fine.
Yeah.
If you feel like you're drowning, in fact, it's a lovely sunny day.
So, David, what are you going to think here?
Well, I think it's genuinely, as it's hard to believe Carol would ever lie, but she's lying one way or another. So is she lying
Yeah.
today, or did she lie a long time ago? I prefer to think that she lied a long time ago.
Yeah.
In which case, she's telling the truth now.
Although actually her lie now would, to be fair, be mitigated by the fact that that is the point of this game.
I'll be devastated because I've watched Carol and loved Carol for some period of time, and I'll be slightly devastated and I'll have to take the shrine down that I've got in the house. But I'll take that shrine down. She probably is telling the truth in that she lied.
Don't throw the shrine away, by the way. Well, we can have a little chat about it.
So, David, you think it's the truth?
I think we think it's true.
You think it's the truth, right? Carol Kirkwood. Was it the truth or was it a lie?
It was the truth.
Yes, it's true. Carol was rumbled at a dinner party after serving up a shop-bought meal and pretending she'd made it herself. Susan, you're next.
The day before I need to make a journey, I often make the journey so that when it comes to making the actual journey, I'll know what the journey involves.
Wow. Just how far have you gone on these journeys?
Probably driven an hour.
From Scotland?
From where I live. If it's possible for me to do it like that. I mean,
Yes.
I'm not... It's strange. It's got to be possible. It's not like if I'm going to New York, I'll go the day before and come back. This is journeys that I can make, I would say, in about an hour's drive radius.
Always
of
driving? You wouldn't do it on the train?
Oh, no, I would do it on the train. I've done it on the bus as well. I've taken the bus to make sure where the bus route goes and the bus stop
What, you
is.
don't trust that the driver knows?
No, it's me. I need to know where I'm going so I can...
You don't on a bus. He will just do it. You just sit back and relax.
No, but I think Susan's saying that there are certain things you have to do yourself, even when you travel by bus, like get on the bus, and get off the bus,
At the right point.
and also
bit.
get on the right bus.
Yes.
There's more than one
Sorry,
bus.
you-
I don't want to sound totally working class.
Tell us, Susan, if you would, the last time that you did this.
It was probably about 2 weeks ago.
Right.
I had to go to a meeting somewhere I'd not been before.
Right.
And
A self-help group or a meeting? You were going for self-help about stop being so anxious about going for journeys and you even wrecked that.
There must have been quite a few of you hanging outside the meeting room.
so I drove from my house to the location, looked at what the parking restrictions were so I could have the right change with me. So I was completely relaxed the next day.
If you know for a fact that you're going to do this, you're going to go the day before.
Yeah.
Do you not, the day before that, think, tomorrow I've got to do that thing where I go the day before and then do it that day?
Susan, this now makes sense, because didn't I see you yesterday? Just sniffing around outside the studios.
Did an event happen in the past such that you once arrived somewhere and went, oh, I wish I'd come here yesterday and I could have foreseen this terrible situation?
Like when JFK was shot.
Yes, I've always been haunted by that. If only I'd been there.
He'd
at
gone the day
time.
before, he'd have known when to duck.
It's very rude to be late for things.
Is that at the
I'm
base
paranoid
of
about
this?
being- I'm paranoid about
that's the
people
root of it.
thinking I'm rude or in any way, deceitful, like Carol. So,
What are you thinking then? It does sound plausible.
When you die, you'll have only lived a third of your life.
Yeah.
The other 2/3 was a recce.
yeah.
I just don't think it fits. Yeah, I think she lives life by the horns, or whatever that is.
Right. Lie?
Truth.
Ooh. I would say the truth.
You think it's the truth?
I don't know. I'm practicing. I'm going through what I'm going to say in a minute. That wasn't my answer.
Okay. So what are you going to say?
It's the truth.
It's the truth. Susan, truth or lie?
It is the truth.
Yeah, it's true. The day before Susan needs to make a journey, she'll often make that journey so that she knows what that journey involves. Right, our next round is called This Is My, where we bring on a mystery guest who has a close connection to one of our panellists. Now, this week, each of Lee's team will claim it's them that has the genuine connection to the guest, and it's up to David's team to spot who's telling the truth. So please welcome this week's special guest, Ian. So, Carol, what is Ian to you?
Well, this is Ian, and to frighten a teacher, we once hid a ram inside a classroom cupboard.
Lee, how do you know Ian?
This is Ian. He is the supermarket delivery driver who accidentally trapped me in the back of his van and drove me to his next drop-off point.
And finally, David, what's your relationship with Ian?
This is Ian. He is a skydiver who got blown off course and almost knocked me off my bike.
Right, there we have it. Carol, she prankster, Lee's accidental abductor, or David's diverted skydiver? David Mitchell and team, where are you going to begin?
Right, well, Carol, let's start with the ram in the cupboard.
The old David Mitchell catch-up line.
Why did you put a ram in a cupboard?
Well, Ian and I went to school together in the Highlands, and often you would see the sheep and the rams just, meandering into the school grounds.
Yeah.
And this particular day, one came in.
So the ram wanders into the school grounds?
Yes.
And you think, oh, that's fine, it'll be quite docile, I dare say it'll agree to get into a cupboard.
Well, what happened was the teacher was late. He was quite often late, and we were in a wee porta cabin out the back.
Are you saying
of
the teacher was a drinker?
No. Okay. But anyway, he was late, so we thought it'd be quite funny, because he was late, just to put this ram in his cupboard so that when he came in, the ram would be mad and come rampaging out.
Does Ian look like the kind of man that would grab a ram and drag it into a cupboard
Yeah, he does.
for a laugh? He does. He looks
Yeah,
like
he
a kind of
really
a devil. And I think Carol, being attractive and beautiful, would have done that whole, let's just put a ram in the cupboard. And Ian would be like, I'll show you how to put a ram in the cupboard.
So when the teacher eventually arrived, how long was it before he went to his cupboard for a little look at his possessions? And what happened?
It would have been about 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
And of course we were all sniggering in the
Sniggering.
class. He opened the door. This angry ram came rampaging right out at him.
Is that where the word rampaging comes from?
Well, that's when you're trying to contact a ram in the 1980s. Who would you like to quiz next?
David, could you describe how Ian, was it nearly hit you?
Yeah, skydiving. I mean, this goes back to 92, and my family have always been involved in the Scouts of Ireland, and so the big jamboree was in Wicklow, which is just outside of Dublin, and I was on a tandem bicycle with my aunt, who's one of the heads of Scouting Ireland, and we were heading towards the jamboree, and they were launching a comic book character to remind kids not to start fires in forests. And he was called Fire Dog. And his catchphrase was, don't start a fire, woof. And for the launch, they decided in the jamboree, they were going to parachute Fire Dog into the middle of the jamboree. And we were on the tandem heading towards it with our little scouty ties on.
Can I just check? Fire dog, and he says, don't start a fire, woof. Is it don't start a fire, woof, or don't start a fire, woof? Which one is it? I want to know. I'm trying genuinely well, which is the campaign?
It's quite easy. This is actually quite easily solved immediately with a demonstration, because my understanding of skydivers is they have a really good core muscle. So essentially, if we do that bit from Dirty Dancing, where
You actually didn't get any taller when you stood up. That was the oddest thing I've ever seen. I've never seen anyone stand up and remain the same height. Yeah. Shocking.
If I just run towards you, like and you just lift me up like the end, then you'll be a skydiver. And if you don't do it, I'll be really hurt and you're dead. So...
Likewise, in a minute, I'm going to ask you to shut me in the back of a van.
I was just going to
So what are you planning to do?
I'm seeing whether or not he looks frightened by the prospect of me running towards him. And he's got to lift me
He
up.
does look a bit frightened, yeah.
Rob also looks frightened.
What if the end of my story is that, and then he whacked against a wall, his legs shot off, and he had to have legs made of glass?
Is that the end of your story? No, we're back to plan A. How far away from the jamboree were you at the point of impact?
Well,
near impact.
He had just missed the landing area by a few fathoms. And
sorry, it was an aqua jamboree.
We swerved, we avoided him. He went into a hedge and we pulled him out. I was 14 or 15 at the time, and my aunt and Ian got talking, and that is why it's nice to have my Uncle Ian on the show.
That
that was a hell of a landing.
That's a bombshell.
Your aunt met her husband when he nearly hit her dressed as a dog.
Right, what about Lee?
So, Lee, how did you accidentally get shut in his van? What happened?
As you will know, that when the man who comes from the supermarket delivers your food, he delivers them in like a plastic box. Yeah? So he leaves the box and he goes into the kitchen and he drops off the food. And what I decided to do is that I'll help, right? He brings the last box. I said, is that it? He said, yes, this is your last lot. Puts the thing, gets the bags, goes to the kitchen. Mr. Nice here picks the nice plastic things up and takes them to his van.
Oh, God.
So I go into the...
It's so close.
This is like the start of an episode of Casualty, isn't it? So I go in, and as I put them in, I look to my left, and something catches my attention.
A lamppost?
No.
And it's snowing?
No.
And there's a fawn?
No. A little thing catches my eyes. Believe it or not,
Someone has looked at Wham in the back of the bag.
It was, believe it or not, the thing that caught my eye...
I don't believe it, by the way.
...was a slightly ripped box of Cocoa Pops. And I thought, just for a minute, as Ian just had a little bit of a, like I would do, I'll have a little snack en route. So I just walk over to it. Now, as I walk over to it, it's only a couple of steps, I'm now hidden behind a box
Oh, you are kidding
of
me.
food. You know, the box they haven't yet been delivered. And at that moment, I hear the noise of the doors shutting and the little handle turning.
So why didn't you call out?
I did.
What, and he didn't hear you?
No.
What, over the noise of a van engine?
No,
It's
not
very
just the
loud.
van, the noise of Howard Jones on Magic FM. It was blasting.
Why didn't you
try? Yeah, I'm going, help!
Why didn't you bang on the panel?
Anyway! Anybody!
What was the name?
What was the I mean, it might not be true, but God, it was dramatic.
So we do need an answer. Is Ian Carol's sheep prankster, Lee's accidental abductor, or David's diverted skydiver?
The key thing is I don't want to be fooled by David O'Doherty. That's the key. Look at him. Look at that.
Do you remember, you know, the brownies, you had the brownie promise and all of that, so do you remember anything from your scouting days, your promise or anything?
It's different in Ireland. The Scouts don't have anything that you would possibly remember.
No promises, no value system, other than if you see a dog go into a hedge, you marry it.
I would say Carol.
I think it's
You say
David.
Carol?
I think it's David.
You say Carol, you say David. I think it's David.
So you're
So we're
going
gonna go
therefore with David.
We're going with
okay.
David.
Ian, would you please reveal your true identity?
My name is Ian. Carol and I frightened the teacher by hiding a ram in the classroom cupboard.
Yes, Ian is Carol's sheep prankster. Thank you very much, Ian. Which brings us to our final round, quickfire lies, in which our panellists lie not only through their teeth, but against the clock. We will start with... It is David.
I once sent out 30 professional photographs of myself to try and get an agent. I got just one reply advising me to destroy all copies of the photographs.
David, what pose exactly were you doing in the glossy print?
I mean, I thought a normal, dignified, at the same time hilarious and talented one.
Show me.
Yeah, can you do it? No, I think what it was...
Do it.
I think maybe in the picture, my mouth looked a bit wrong. You know, maybe it was a bit sort of... or maybe... No, it wasn't like...
And when was this? What period are we talking about?
It was in the 18th century. In the mid-late 1990s.
What kind of places were you sending them to?
Or did you just leave them in phone boxes around London?
How were you dressed in the photograph? Was it a casual or was it a smarter look that you went for?
I'm guessing
I think
smarter.
it's just in case he was wearing a leisure suit. Maybe it was the late 90s.
What's a leisure suit? That sort of zip-up thing that you can relieve yourself in.
Yes.
It's what they'll be wearing in the future. It's just so convenient. Just get in and whatever happens, it's fine.
Did this dent your confidence, David?
Yes.
You didn't think I'll just get some more done, but this time without the stovepipe hat and the cravat?
I don't think I immediately got some more done. I mean, I have subsequently had other photos.
You got your
taken.
confidence back?
Yeah.
So, what do you think? Do you think that could be the truth?
I think it's true.
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
I think it's true. True. I think it's true. David, truth or lie?
It is true.
Oh. True. It's true. David did once send out 30 professional photographs, but was advised by an agent to destroy all copies. Next. It's David O'Doherty.
Possession.
There's a box under the desk. Just pop the box on the desk, and then there's a card inside it. Before you take out the possession, just read the card, please.
This is one of the pairs of leg warmers for birds that I have made. I would have brought more, but birds are using them.
Will you show us these leg warmers?
I live beside the canal, and the swans are very unhappy around there.
The swans? You've tried to put a leg warmer on a swan?
He hasn't tried to, he succeeded.
How the hell do you... A swan? Sort of trying to feed it over the webbing, and he doesn't get crushed. It's got a great big beak on us.
Everyone knows about this, but if you befriend the swan, the first thing you know, you befriend the swan when the wings go up like that, and then generally the next thing they go like that, as in make me leg warmers. That's it.
They for swans?
David, they would break your arm if you went near them.
Famously.
Famously.
That's what they do. They break your arm and then the queen eats them.
Yes.
How do you get them over the feet?
If you put your hand like that and then try and get it over there. It's like O.J. Simpson. Stick it on there. That's a swan.
That's a swan.
Yeah, that's a swan.
With the swan, it's all about authority. So watch this.
No, they're web.
That's no good.
Yeah.
That's going to hurt the swan. You've just ripped through its webbing.
You know when you said swan at the beginning?
Yeah.
Did you mean sparrow? David, it's time to take a guess. I mean, I don't know which way you're going to go on this.
Maybe a swan could be able to slip that over its foot, and maybe a swan would derive tremendous warmth from this incredibly thin and flimsy and short piece of material going an inconsiderable distance up its really rather long leg.
I think it's true.
Don't say that! Don't say, because that's the sort of... That's what happens to your mind in this game. You say, and you start thinking, oh yeah, of course, the fact that he said swan and it seems impossible is exactly what's so plausible about it.
If you people don't start taking this a bit more seriously, I'm going to bring my Uncle Ian out here again.
So what are you going to go for?
I think we're going to say lie.
Lie? You're saying it's a lie.
I'd just
David
like to
O'Doherty.
say, Rob.
Yes.
If it's true.
Yes.
I don't care.
David, truth or lie?
I'm afraid my tale of swan leg warmers is a lie.
Oh, thank God. Who'd have thought it? Who'd have thought it? Yes, it's a lie. David doesn't make leg warmers for birds. And that noise signals time is up. It's the end of the show, and I can reveal that David's team have 2 points and Lee's team has 4. But of course, it's not just a team game. My individual liar of the week this week is David O'Doherty. Yes, David O'Doherty. He's made the show like a massive bed and lied in it. Good night.
WILTY returns in 2 weeks' time. There's room in the guest host chair for Frank Skinner. Here next on Have I Got News For You. Brand new from BBC Two, a unique tour through history with a time traveller's guide to Elizabethan England. While on BBC Three, Can Sherlock rise to the challenge? It's a battle of wits for the detective in the Great Game.
Welcome to Would I Lie to You, the show where honesty is never the best policy. On David Mitchell's team tonight, a comedian with a career spanning 18 years. To put that into perspective, his career is old enough to vote, to get married, and to reject my advances at a bar. It's Phil Jupitus. And an actress who in Sherlock sometimes appears opposite her partner Martin Freeman, but who tonight is making an exception and is appearing opposite her future partner Rob Brydon. It's Amanda Abington. And standing in as guest captain is Greg Davies. And on Greg's team tonight, he's not the first choir master to end up with his name on a list, although in his case, it was the Queen's birthday honours list. It's Gareth Malone. And, you know, some people are nervous about mentioning this man's height. Not me. I'll happily say it right to his belt. It's Richard Osman. So we begin with round one, Home Truths, where our panellists each read out a statement from the card in front of them. Now, to make things harder, they've never seen the card before. They've got no idea what they'll be faced with. And it's up to the opposing team to sort the fact from the fiction. And Gareth is first up tonight.
A quick technique I often use to determine if someone has singing potential is to get them to sing Bar Bar Black Sheep as if they are frightened.
David.
Is it? As if they are frightened?
Yes.
And what is it about that tells you anything?
It's to determine whether they can perform.
But
not just to sing, but whether they can take it to the
look
next level.
terrified while singing, because that's the key skill needed in a choir.
No, it's more about them. You know, it might be that I want them to get under the skin of a piece of music that I'm going to do later. So I want to see whether they've got what it takes emotionally to connect with the song, even if it is Bar Bar Black Sheep.
Is that one of your favourites, Bar Bar Black Sheep?
Well, it's a very good tune.
Well, look, the talk is cheap. Let's see some of that, and I use this phrase advisedly, Malone magic in action.
Greg, could you sing Bar Bar Black Sheep as if you were frightened, please?
Fine, I'm an incredibly versatile actor, let's go.
Frightened.
Okay.
Oh.
Black sheep, have you anyone? Silence.
Yes, sir.
3 bags full.
Are you being Barry, Robin, or Morris? I can't tell.
I think we've established that he's got potential, and the important thing is...
Give me another emotion, Gareth.
No, well, that's...
Yeah, I know, but give me another one. Just...
Well, all right. Sexual joy.
Hang on a minute.
Can I do the frightened one?
Oh, you want to do that?
I don't get to look someone in the eye very often.
You know, I'd love to see, is there anybody here, do you think, who perhaps doesn't like singing, who might be sat in between... He might be in between his teammates now thinking, oh, I do hope they don't come to me. Is there anyone?
Why don't we ask David to...
okay, all right.
Could you perhaps sing Bar Bar Black Sheep?
Bar Bar Black Sheep, like I'm very frightened.
Go on, David.
Okay. Bar Bar Black Sheep, have you anyone? Yes, sir, yes, sir. 3 bags full.
You know that Gareth didn't want you to sing Bar Bar Black Sheep as if you were a sheep, don't you?
What do you ascertain from what he's just done?
Well, I mean, he can sing in tune and... in the broadest sense. Yeah, and making people feel comfortable and, let's not start with the Mozart Requiem. Let's start with Bar Bar Black Sheep as if frightened.
So, what are you thinking of this claim of Gareth's? I think it's true.
Also, you have got to have a thing, if you're auditioning lots of people, you can't think about it with each one. You've got to have a thing you ask everyone to do.
Yeah.
So I think
we're saying it's true.
I think it's true. OK, Gareth Malone, truth or lie?
It is... a lie.
Phil, it's your turn.
Hit him. I am addicted to rescuing loose trolleys at my local supermarket.
Greg's team, supermarkets and trolleys, what do you think?
How often do you do this, Phil?
When I go shopping.
In my experience at a lot of the supermarkets I've been to, there is a person who often deals with...
Yeah, that's Phil.
I'm just wondering, has there ever been any tension between you and the trolley person at your supermarket?
If the trolley person appears, I hide behind a car.
If you go past a canal and you see a trolley that's been chucked in, as is often the case in canals, will you attempt to retrieve that?
I may now, I don't know. It depends how old it is.
The thing is, the fear would be that an old trolley in a canal will not properly tessellate with a new trolley in a Waitrose.
Depends when the trolley's been thrown in the canal, of course.
Of course, it could have been recently thrown in, but you can't tell, really, until you've got it out. And then if you try and make it, mate...
What if it's a Safeway trolley? The Safeway now no longer in business.
But but they thought that about Labradors and Poodles, didn't they? And somebody managed it.
But can you imagine the psychological...
Are you saying there's going to be a Safeway Tros?
So, is he telling the truth?
I think it's true.
I think it's true.
You think it's true?
Gareth does.
My respected colleague thinks it's true.
Hold on.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, well, I'm overruling both of them. I think it's a lie.
You say it's a lie? Yeah. Even though both members of your team think it's true?
That's right.
That's a very, very irresponsible use of power.
Perhaps it is. Mack's not here. This is my bench, and I tell you it's a lie.
Why do you think it's a lie? What about that was unconvincing?
It's irrelevant. I've made my decision.
So you're saying that it's a lie. Phil, were you telling the truth there, or were you telling us a lie?
I was telling the truth.
Tell you what, Greg, this captaincy lark isn't as easy as it looks, is it? OK, our next round is called This Is My, where we bring on a mystery guest who has a close connection to one of our panellists. Now, this week, each of Greg's team will claim it's them that has the genuine connection to the guest, and it's up to David's team to spot who's telling the truth. So please welcome this week's special guest, Gareth. Gareth Malone, what is this, Gareth, to you?
This is my old neighbour, Gareth, and when I was learning a song, he would distract me by singing the same song in his own flat, but in a different language.
All right. Richard Osman, how do you know Gareth?
This is Gareth. When he came to watch a recording of Pointless, I have to ask for him to be moved away from the front row because his behaviour was putting me off my statistics.
And Greg, how do you know Gareth?
This is Gareth. He was the rickshaw driver I once paid to pedal me home. By the time we arrived, he was so exhausted, I let him stay on my sofa.
So there we have it. Gareth's synchronised singer, Richard's pointless punter, or Greg's shattered chauffeur. David's team, who do you want to start with?
Gareth, what language does he sing the song in, or does it vary?
He was singing in English.
So what were you singing?
German.
Ah.
What song?
I think it was Bach's St. Matthew Passion.
That's what I thought it would be.
So how often did this happen?
Enough for me to remember to mention it now.
Because if a neighbour was singing a song next door to me, the first thing I'd do would be to translate it back to English. Sing it as an off-putting kind of... Especially through a wall. That really cuts deep.
How does it go, Gareth?
I can't remember it in English. You don't really want to hear it, do you?
I'd like to hear it as if you're frightened.
Da Jesus diese Rede vollendet hatte, sprach zu seine Jüngern.
And he was singing exactly the same song, the other side of a wall.
Yeah, I mean, actually, I think upper semitone.
So he's your neighbour. He's also called Gareth.
Yeah.
He's singing the same song in a different language and a semitone difference.
Almost unbelievable.
Now, Richard, what was the behaviour in the front row that Gareth did that was pulling you off your stat?
I sit very close to the audience on Pointless, where my little desk is, and there's an audience very close to me. Xander is further away for contractual reasons. But lots of people come and see Pointless regularly, and they know if they turn up early, they can sit in the front row, and Gareth is one of those people. And there's a trick that people in the audience here, I'm sure if you've been to lots of shows, know that there's a way of getting yourself on a TV show which is laugh in an unusual way.
Sorry.
So now Amanda will almost certainly be on the show.
Yeah.
That's how, so Gareth had a way of laughing. He didn't do it in the first, because he'd come for 2 shows, didn't do it in the first show. And in the second show, he clearly developed a laugh that sounded sort of like a donkey braying sort of a laugh every time something funny was said. So he did like 4 times in a show.
Yes. Can we hear your version of the laugh?
It'd be like a kind. It'd be like a kind of. That sort of thing. Yeah. And I could hear it all the way through, and so in the first recording break, I said to the floor manager, could you get him moved to the back?
Yeah, can I ask a question at this point? How did Gareth react? Because if we were to pick somebody here and say, sorry, could you go and sit over there, they might be upset. I mean, how did he take it?
No, floor managers are very good. They always just say, for camera reasons, we need 3 more people at the back or something like that. You see, they
so
do
he
all
wasn't
the time.
told what the reason was?
No, of course not.
How do you think he feels now?
Well,
He literally came up to me about 3 days later and said, I know why they moved me. They moved me because I was doing that laugh. And I said, yeah.
In what context did he come up to you 3 days later, and were you alarmed? During a recording, he sauntered up to you while you were halfway through reading out some information and went, by the way, Richard, I know why I got moved the other day, and I know why security are coming for me now.
No, of course not. We have all little recording breaks and stuff like that.
Right. OK, so during a recording break, he went, I know why I'm laughing normally now.
All right, David, what about Greg?
So, Greg, tell us your story. Not your whole life, you know, just a rickshaw bit. Yeah.
I had a very big celebration in the centre of town.
Oh, where?
What reason?
I was celebrating leaving teaching.
OK.
So I had a very big celebration just after my last night at school.
OK.
Which it was ludicrously big.
OK. You emerged from the bar in question, a little worse for wear.
I was offensively drunk.
A rickshaw?
Yeah.
Why?
If I'm honest, I was showing off. It'd been a day of showing off.
How far did you have to take Gareth?
He had to take me from central London to Hounslow, which is...
Hounslow?
Yeah. It's something like... It's just shy of 10 miles.
How much was it?
It was £163.
How long did it take, roughly?
I mean, I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know.
I thought you were waiting for the length of time. So you arrive.
Yeah.
You give him his money. When does the whole idea of offering him a bed for the night?
We didn't even discuss the money because I got off the bike, and by which point I was incredibly sober, and I looked at his face, and it was it was grey. I mean, I genuinely feared for his life. So I said, "Oh my God, you must come in for a bit," and I made him a cup of tea. We're better than that, guys. We're better than that.
Where did he put his rickshaw?
Is that
Very personal, very personal. How did it progress from the cup of tea to the sleepover?
Because honestly, I was sober by the time I
He
got
didn't
home.
say a couple, he said, would you like to come in for a bit?
Exhausted from the bit, just fell asleep on the sofa.
Well, let's be clear. You've invited him up for a bit. You go in. What happens?
After the cup of tea, I decided that he was clearly still very close to death. So I said, would you like to crash on the sofa? And I'll give you an extra little detail. As he went past my front garden, he said, what is that? Because I had set fire to my teaching outfit before I'd gone out. And my friends first came round, and there was half of a trouser leg left. Gareth saw it and went, is that half a trouser leg? Has someone spontaneously combusted?
We need an answer. So, David's team, is Gareth Malone's synchronised singer? Is he Richard's pointless punter? Or is he Greg's shattered chauffeur?
I've got a horrible feeling he's the pointless punter after all of
You
that.
think pointless punter?
Yeah.
See, I'm thinking rickshaw driver.
Yeah, the detail that Greg was giving was...
The detail of the burnt trouser
Yeah.
leg is...
That was like he'd forgotten himself and he was getting into a story.
Yeah.
I'm really excited.
But you're discounting Gareth altogether.
Oh, completely, yeah.
Okay, so you're going for the two tall guys there, the two lanky dudes.
Hey! You know what? We're just two guys.
We're just two people, all right?
The two lampposts there. So, David, what are you going to say?
I'm going to because I genuinely.
You're
so
abstaining.
I'm going to go with the team captain's final decision.
If I had a gun to your head, though, Amanda, and don't rule it out, who would you go for?
Greg.
You go for Greg. All right.
Or Richard.
What do you think?
I think Greg.
You think Greg now?
Oh, no.
We'll say Greg.
They're saying that it is Greg. Gareth.
He's a pointless contestant.
Would you please... I've taken your answer. Would you now observe the rules of the game and please treat this with a little more respect? Gareth, would you please reveal your true identity?
My name is Gareth, and I once distracted Gareth.
Gareth was Gareth's synchronised singer. Gareth, thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.
Which brings us to our final round, quickfire lives, and we will start with... It is Richard.
Every time I lock my front door, I squawk like a parrot. That way... That way, if I later worry that I didn't lock it, I remember the squawk and know that I did.
David's team.
Quite genuinely, I think that makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
As someone who's slightly OCD about locking stuff, and what you need is to remember the moment when you knew it was locked.
Bang. Yes.
And a squawk of a parrot's as good as anything else. Give us a squawk.
Yeah. I can see the door now.
Yeah.
No, I get confused. Maybe I think, I squawked and I didn't lock it. And
No,
then I
you
confused
squawk after you lock.
Oh, okay.
So it goes, lock, squawk.
And when you do your doorway, I don't know your doorway, but are you in view of neighbours? Have you ever been witnessed doing this?
I'm in hearing view of neighbours that side, not
Hearing view.
I mean, whatever the word for hearing view
Earshot.
is.
Richard, you're coming out of the house, okay?
Yeah.
You're reaching into your pocket to get your keys. Act it out for us.
Shall I be the door?
Yeah, what do you... Yeah, I tell you
This
what,
is going to be the worst mime ever.
There's my keys.
Are you going to penetrate Gareth?
If you don't want me to do it, I won't do it.
No, we want you to do it.
Sorry.
No, I don't believe him anymore. The squawk was too nonchalant.
Yeah, what
What you need is the OCD focus. The
Yeah.
squawk is your point of remembrance.
Yeah, own
You
it.
just squawk like you were saying goodbye to the door in parrot language.
By and large, it's quite perfunctory. I'll admit to that.
It's kind of plausible because it's him and he's a bit of an odd bod.
What? What on earth has given you that opinion?
Well, he's so tall.
You're saying this in hearing view of me, don't you?
Maybe he does a different bird. That's what's going to happen to us. We say, I don't do a parrot, I do this one.
What bird is that?
I don't know, but it's in all the Tarzan films.
It's also reminded me I turned the gas off when I left the house.
What do you think? Is it the truth?
I can't believe you do that much stuff when you go out.
I didn't buy the nonchalant squawk. I don't think it's true of Richard.
OK, Richard, were you telling the truth or were you telling a lie?
It is a lie.
It's a lie. Next.
Oh.
It's Amanda.
I spent years making sure I didn't step on my imaginary pet rabbit. When I finally got a real rabbit, I did just that with disastrous consequences.
Greg's team.
What was his name or her name?
Brian or Henry, I can't remember, because it was a long time ago.
Did you have more than one imaginary rabbit then?
No, it was just one, Greg, come on.
Where did the rabbit live? Was he in a hutch in the garden, or was he one of those rabbits that's allowed to romp through the house?
He was on the bottom step of the stairs.
The imaginary rabbit lived on the bottom step of the stairs?
Of the stairs.
And where did you step on the real rabbit?
I was in the garden and we used to let my pet rabbit run around. It was snowing, so there was white everywhere, and he was a black rabbit, and I used to run around with him, and he ran under my foot, and I trod on him.
In the snow?
Yeah, and he died. Why are you laughing?
Did stuff come out of his mouth?
Oh. Lee would never have asked that.
No.
I never thought I'd say it, David, but I miss him.
When you got your new rabbit, what was your new rabbit called? The real rabbit? What was
Elvis.
Elvis? Mm. Do you remember where you were when you heard that Elvis had died?
You've got to ask yourselves this. Does she look like a rabbit killer? Me? I say yes, she does. But does she to you? That's the key thing.
Well, I've got a very firm idea, but
I thought you might.
You had a very firm idea last time, didn't you?
I've learnt my lesson. I'm beginning to realise how this programme works. So, Gareth, what's your opinion? I'm genuinely interested.
No, I don't. Do you know what? I don't know.
Oh. Richard?
I think true.
You think true?
Mm.
OK. I don't think true, based on not being able to remember the name of her own imaginary friend, but casting vote.
Oh, gosh. All right. OK, I'm going to go true.
Then, against my better judgment, we as a team will say that's quite clearly rubbishly nonsensical story is true.
You say it's true. Amanda, truth or lie?
True.
Yes!
Yeah, it's true. Next. It is Greg.
I once invented a language so I could speak to my sister in secret. I even gave this language its own name.
What's the name of the language?
It is not a word that you will have heard of, and the word is cushion.
Cushion.
What? Yeah.
So like cushion, but cushion.
Yeah.
And could you say something in cushion?
Yes.
What could you say something? Is that what yes is in cushion?
I didn't claim that the language was sophisticated. I would say you're arbitrarily adding a sort of shk sound.
So do a sentence.
Okay. Ashkamench. Ashk amshk.
It's obvious obviously been a long time since...
Lush claim in joysking the experience of would I lush to you?
You said on Sesame Street.
If it's so simple, what do I say then?
You said I am loving the experience of what I like.
No, I didn't. I said I'm largely enjoying the experience of what I like to you. So it looks like it's not as simple as you look.
Where did the name for this language, cushion, come from?
I honestly can't remember, but it was called cushion. And I can tell you, part of the language, and I'm afraid I can't explain this to you, would be sometimes mid-sentence, sometimes at the end of a sentence, just to loudly proclaim, cushion!
Cushion is talking with random shs, if you can squeeze them in, and occasionally going, cushion! In the middle or at the end of a sentence.
You know, my parents... my parents didn't... they didn't work out cushion, as simplistic as you clearly think it is. They didn't work it out, so...
They didn't work it out. When you said, I squunched to the shops, they went, oh, hold on, did he say it?
God! Hang on, David. Cushion!
So, David, he's been quite fulsome, a lot of detail, but is it the truth or is it a lie?
What do you think?
Well, I believed him up until the point where he went, cushion, and then I...
He's enjoying cushion
Yeah,
far too
he's
much.
enjoying it.
Although he could be enjoying it with the fact that his
Yeah,
sister is
yeah.
watching their secret language being outed.
Yeah. She won't dislike it. She'll be ashkalushklis delighted.
I don't.
And that, my friends, so far is the biggest cushion of them all.
It's not inconceivable, but it is unlikely.
What do you think? Truth or lie?
Lie.
Lie, let's do it.
Lie.
You're saying it's a lie? OK. Greg, truth or lie?
Aishk, washk, telishk, the trushk.
And that noise signals time is up. It's the end of the show. I can reveal that Greg's team have won 4 points to 2. But of course, it's not just a team game. My individual liar of the week this week is Gareth Malone. Gareth Malone. Something those military husbands might want to think about next time they leave you alone with their wives. Good night. To Would I Lie to You, the show in which it pays to be economical with the truth. On Mack's team tonight, an athletics superstar who in 2000 was given the freedom of Wolverhampton. Gift or punishment, you decide. It's Denise Lewis. And the star of Judge Rinder, who once appeared on Strictly dressed as a moth. A beautiful performance, although he did keep banging his head on the studio lights. It's Robert Rinder. And on David Mitchell's team tonight, a TV presenter who's hosted over 1,000 episodes of his pointless show. I know how he feels. It's Richard Osman. And a comedian and presenter who had to leave her native Canada as she'd already been on both of their TV shows. It's Catherine Ryan. And so we begin with round one, Home Truths, where our panellists each read out a statement from the card in front of them. Now, to make things harder, they've never seen the card before. They have no idea what they'll be faced with. And it's up to the opposing team to sort the fact from the fiction. Richard, you're first up tonight.
When I worked in a shoe shop, my boss was called Mr. Clog. Remarkably, I've had 3 other jobs where my boss's name was directly related to their profession.
Right. The obvious question to ask is, what were those jobs and what were these people's names?
Yeah, it is an obvious question. Is it maybe too obvious a question? Maybe go somewhere else first.
I want to know about the first. Just tell us one of the jobs.
At school, I worked in a warehouse and the boss was called Mr. Foreman.
Mr. Foreman? OK. And what was your job? Getting stuff down from the top shelf, obviously.
How would you rate Foreman as a boss? If he was suspicious, would he grill you?
Foreman? Yeah, listen. Very good.
Why did you have so many jobs? Did you keep getting sacked?
No further questions.
What were the other 2 jobs?
Yeah, what was the other jobs?
I worked in... Do you remember the predecessor to Iceland, which was B-Jam?
Yeah.
My supervisor was called John Frost.
Frost? B-Jam? You can see why B-Jam didn't last, because people will go, why don't they just call it honey? Your final job was?
Well, it was my first ever job in television.
And that was?
It was a researcher on a computer games programme.
OK, and your boss is called?
My boss is called Tony Verrill.
What does Verrill mean? In relation to
what do you mean? It's a surname, but his initials were TV.
Of all these bosses that you remember, Richard, who would you say was your favourite boss? What was it about that boss that made them
Well,
so
John Frost wasn't really my boss, so I liked him. We had a bit more of a relationship. Mr. Foreman, I found that was quite stressful. It was one of my first ever jobs. And Tony Verrill still works in the industry, so I will not be passing comment.
Tony Verrill still works in the industry. I've never come across him.
Yeah, I've not come across Tony.
Have you come across him, David?
Yeah, I think I've worked with Tony. 100%, but yeah.
Do you know who Tony Verrill is?
No.
Tony Verrill?
No, never heard of him.
It's weird that none of us 3 have heard of Tony Verrill, and yet all you 3 have heard of Tony Verrill.
Catherine
has or hasn't?
I haven't, but it rings a bell.
Oh, so you...
What do you think? Truth or lie?
Truth or lie?
Well, the thing is, I think you're almost certainly sort of geeky enough to keep a record of that sort of thing, and it's the type of thing that would amuse you. And you'd remember at the time. On the other hand, it's also the type of thing that you could quickly construct to be clever. It's a challenging one.
What do you think?
Lie?
Yes, I think so.
We'll have to say lie.
You say lie. OK.
Just because of Tony Verrill.
Richard, truth or lie?
It is a lie.
Yes, it's a lie. Richard's never worked in a shoe shop with Mr. Clog. Denise, you're next.
Mine says possession.
Ah, OK. Under your desk is a box. If you take the object out of the box first and then read the card, please.
This is my lucky mascot. When competing, I always made sure he travelled in an unzipped bag so he could poke his head out and breathe.
David's team.
What's his name?
His name's Egbert.
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 And when did you acquire Egbert?
About the age of 14.
I noticed you said that you'd keep the zip open so he could breathe, which is very caring and lovely. But of course, ever since the show started, he's been in that box with the lid. The lid.
Don't worry, Denise, you'll be all right.
So when did you first take it? So presumably he brings you luck in sporting endeavour.
I think it was just companionship. You know, I'm an only child, and travelling, you know, as a junior athlete on my own, it can be a bit lonely.
I can understand why, you know, it's nice to have familiar objects, but at the age of 14, that's quite late to get a teddy bear. I wasn't given any cuddly toys at that age, and I was very...
So clear to anybody watching that you were never given a cuddly toy at that or any age.
Have you ever put any of your gold medals around his neck and taken a photograph? If I had a gold medal, I'd put it around everything.
Oh, what a horrible image that is. All right, time to decide. No. Truth or lie?
I would suspect it's true.
You think true? What do you think?
I don't think it's true because when Mr. Lee Mack was sort of resuscitating the bear. Denise wasn't too bothered about that.
Well, let's say lie.
You're going to say lie.
We'll say
It's
lie.
a lie. Denise Lewis, truth or lie?
It's true.
Yes, it's true. Denise did keep the zip open so that Egbert could breathe. Our next round is called This Is My, where we bring on a mystery guest who has a close connection to one of our panellists. Now, this week, each of Lee's team will claim it's them that has the genuine connection to the guest. It's up to David's team to spot who's telling the truth. So please welcome this week's special guest, Edward. Robert, what is Edward to you?
This is Edward, and I had such a crush on him at school that for the past 20 years, his name has been the basis for all of my passwords.
Denise, what is Ed to you?
This is Edward, and he helped me pick up my car and move it after I got blocked in by Daley Thompson.
And finally, Lee, what is your relationship with Edward?
This is Edward. I once dressed up as his wife so that his son would think that he'd seen his mum in the audience at the school play.
There we have it. Is Edward Robert's childhood crush, Denise's car carrier, or Lee's hoax husband? David's team, where to begin?
Robert. So were you school buddies together?
Not especially because Edward was terribly good at sport, you see. I seem to remember Edward being terribly good at the pole vault.
How are you still in touch with Edward?
We're not. I haven't seen Edward for a number of years.
How is he doing, do you think? Would you still?
Can I just say that as my fake husband, I have.
I'd say he's definitely moved into a new bracket. And a very happy one.
Yeah.
Yes, he's doing very well, I'd say. You know, very, very well indeed.
You said you haven't seen him for a number of years.
No, number of years.
Specifically, when was the last time you saw him?
The last time I would have seen him would probably be 1993 or 94.
1993 or 4?
But there wasn't the need for passwords until around the year 2000.
Well, yes, but they then came in, and I thought, what would be more marvellous than having Edward as the basis of my passwords?
Is he still the basis of your passwords?
No comment. What I will say is that I spent a long time, and I was bored, looking for him on Facebook and that sort of thing. And on one occasion, I found him and messaged him, and there was no reply. And I was very
that's
upset
horrible.
about that. And I always wondered what happened to him. And now I see.
I'm struggling with this because this is a thing that is done. I had a crush on a boy in school, and his name is the basis for my passwords as well. And I've been trying to stalk him on Facebook, but he doesn't exist. He's not on Facebook, which makes him even sexier. But I'm saying this is...
So you've got that exact story?
Very plausible. Yeah, this is my story. His name's Luke Mate. Do you know him?
Yes.
You know
Luke?
No, you
Mate?
don't. Because he was
he lives 2 doors down from me. Single, newly single.
No.
Yeah. He works for Médecins Sans Frontières. He's a human rights lawyer, but works with them. But he takes 6 months of the year off because he runs a place for distressed puppies. He's a good guy. You know what? I literally just set him up with someone last week. That's so annoying. How frustrating. Great guy. Hell of a guy.
All right, who would you like to...
Very plausible.
Who would you like to quiz next?
Denise, explain what happened with Edward in the car and Daley Thompson.
Yes, so I was parked in the car park at a stadium.
Which stadium?
Birmingham, Alexander Stadium in Birmingham. And
Which car park? So, like, you have
just
to...
VIP.
Okay.
It's probably the Denise Lewis car park.
I mean, to be fair, if you own a car in Birmingham, you're automatically a VIP anyway.
Why are you clapping? So I'm in the car park, went off to work, had a big national championships, came back out, desperate to get back down to London, and my car was blocked in.
That was Daley Thompson.
That was Daley Thompson. Well, hang on. How do we know? Let's take it straight. What happens next?
Well, Eddie, he's an official.
Right.
You know, he used to be an athlete. You can see he's well stacked.
What was his sport?
He was actually a thrower.
Of what?
Discus.
Sorry,
Discus.
are you actually... You're a BBC commentator and you called him a thrower.
A thrower. So he's a thrower of the incredibly heavy frisbee.
Yeah, he used to compete national level.
Okay.
Didn't quite make it.
Yeah.
Didn't quite make it. It's not easy to get to the top.
Yeah.
It's not easy.
That's such a show-off thing to do.
I'm sorry. I'm just
It's actually
saying.
really hard to be an amazingly good athlete. Some people can do it, some people can't do it. Eddie, I'm sorry.
So there you are, Denise. You're blocked in. Edward is there because he's an official. He used to throw things. When does Daley come into it?
Well, his has a private registration plate, and I didn't notice
He's one
that.
of those people.
Yes.
Daley. What does it say?
DT10.
DT10, of course.
DT10.
Of course.
Said to Eddie, I need to get out of here quickly.
Yes.
Can you help?
Yes.
He said, let me go and get some of these other throwers. They said, listen, if we manoeuvre this car, swing the back out a little bit, you should be able to manoeuvre around Daley's car.
So you never met, I'm sure you have met Daley Thompson, but he never turned up during the anecdote.
Couldn't find him anywhere. But it's only when I came back to the car did I realise it was his car because of the number plate.
But you were looking for him before that. The person I need to talk to now is Daley Thompson, because if there's someone who understands a parking crisis, it's him.
Can I just check, have you two met? Because you need a really good defence lawyer.
No, I do. Can I continue?
Yes, please do.
So Eddie came to my aid
Yeah,
and helped me manoeuvre the car,
yeah.
and away I went.
Away you went, and Daley Thompson turned up presumably later.
I don't know, because I didn't see him.
You didn't see him.
Have you seen him since?
Yeah.
Yes.
And have you mentioned this story to him?
Yes.
And, okay, that checks out.
What
That's
did he
what
say?
you can do. Yeah, that's
What did he say?
Yeah.
Oh, shut up.
He said, oh, shut up.
Listen, I've known Daley a long time. One of the first things he said to me at the age of 14,
Yeah.
he called
Look
me...
after this bear.
All right, now, of course, perhaps the most plausible of all is yet to... just remind us, Lee.
This is Edward. I once dressed as his wife, so his son would think he'd seen his mum whilst performing in the school play.
What was the play?
It was actually a nativity play.
Okay, and what was Edward's son playing?
Edward's son was playing Joseph.
Were your children in the play?
My children were not in the play. It would have been inappropriate due to the fact that they don't go to that school.
So you went to a school where your children are not enrolled, dressed as a woman, to trick a little boy into thinking you were his mom.
Yeah. When you say it like that, it does sound a bit dodgy.
Let's go back to the beginning. How did this come about? How did Edward approach you?
So Edward was at the school, and apparently he got a phone call off his wife saying that she couldn't make it. Now, his wife had already missed 3 or 4 big events. You know, all the big ones that are important, like the sports days and the various things. And this was sort of like, I promise you I'm going to be there. I promise you I'll do this one. So
Why wasn't she there?
Well, something to do with work, something got
What's her work?
I didn't get a chance to get into too many details. Edward rang in a panic. Absolutely panicking. He was.
What's her job?
What's the wife's job?
Yes.
I actually don't know his wife very well.
But
do you know him?
Well, but
I know Edward, yeah.
You're the first person he'd call, though, but you don't know his...
That's right, because me and him do lots of things behind his wife's back, and he knows that...
So he rang you up.
Yeah.
And what did he say?
He was panicking. They went, Lee! I went, what? He said, she's not turned up again. I said, who? He said, my wife. I said, what does she do for a living? He said, not now. He said, I need your help and I need it quickly.
Yeah.
I said, you know me, I'll always be there for you. He says, I need you to meet me at my house. So I get to the house,
get there.
I run in the house, and he only had time for one phrase. Put this on. He said, I need you to dress as my wife, because last time I went to see him in a play, she didn't turn up. And I said, but you saw me, right? And he said, the kid said, no, I didn't see you, because the spotlights are so bright. Everyone's just like a silhouette. So, he said, that's how I think you can get away with this. I want you to dress as my wife, and then when he looks out, he'll think that you're with me.
Did he notice your beard?
this is the thing. I said that. Now, as luck would have it, I don't know what his wife does, but she has a beard. I know she works in a circus. I don't know exactly what she does.
That was very well dodged, Lee.
She, at the time, I did not have a beard.
Oh, you were clean shaven.
Yes,
Yeah.
which is why he was annoyed, because, like I say, she does.
Did you? Does she have a very distinctive silhouette?
She does. I would describe her silhouette as Lee Mack-esque. See how I can describe her.
Did you have to wear a wig?
No, I didn't wear a wig, because luckily his wife has very short hair.
And a beard.
And a beard.
So you just went with your head
Just went with
shaven.
I just went with her silhouette look.
But
with
what-
a hat, scarf.
But what
pipe.
did you wear? Well, you haven't told us.
Nice one, Jesus!
You haven't told us what you put on in your friend's bedroom.
He had all the things were about.
What, he got a range for you to choose from? She picked out something nice that you fancy.
He had it ready for me when I got there. He said, "This is what we could get. This is the stuff that the kid would recognise." So we went with a long Macintosh.
What's Edward's son called?
Edward's son is called Eddie.
That was a bad choice.
Yeah, well, Little Ed.
And then
That's great,
after the play, that lovely bit where the kids excitedly go and meet with their parents again and say, "How was it?"
That was the bit
How
that we
was
were
it,
worried
Mummy and
about.
Daddy?
There was only one thing that we could do. I said to him, "You're going to have to totally commit to this." And so we're now married. We adopted him and we ran away. And the wife doesn't know where we are. And this is the first time she would have known about it. No, we stood at the back. And as he walked towards us, I sort of turned around, walked quickly, and sort of waved like that. And he
You
said,
ran away from him?
Yes. And apparently, Big Ed said to me afterwards, he said, "I just had to say, oh, Mummy's got to get back quickly. She's well, I don't know what she does for a living." He didn't know either.
All right, we need an answer. So, David's team. Is Edward Robert's childhood crush, Denise's car carrier, or Lee's hoax husband?
Well, it's...
Well, I mean, Lee was fairly convincing. Hard to see past that, isn't it?
What do you think?
I feel like when Denise was telling her story, Edward was smiling a little bit more. Look at him. Look at his see?
Gosh, it's difficult, isn't it? I'm tempted to say Robert.
You think Robert? And
I'm really torn. I would say Denise, but I just don't know because I was wrong once already.
Okay,
Yeah.
time to make a
Should we say
decision,
Denise?
David. Who's it going to be?
Oh, right. So you think it's Denise now? If you two think it's Denise, that's great. I can opt out. If you both think it's Robert, that's great. I can opt out. If you both think it's Lee, I'm overruling you. We'll go Robert.
You're going to say it's Robert. If this does turn out to be true, you do realise we're about to witness quite a moment. So, Edward, would you please reveal your true identity?
I am Edward, and I was Robert's inspiration for a password.
Would you like to say anything to Edward, Robert?
I could dress up as you and fill in on the train.
What would you like to say to him? Here's your chance.
Yes, hello, Edward.
Well done, you really kept it together.
Edward, did you realise that Robert had this crush on you?
No, not at all.
Oh, you must have done. What a lovely evening this is for you, then. Thank you very much, Edward. Which brings us to our final round, quickfire lies, and we start with... It's David.
10 years ago, on this show, I revealed I'd only ever bought one album, Phil Collins' But Seriously. I'm now pleased to report that I've since doubled my collection.
Please, team.
What's the album? What's the new album?
Well, I didn't... It doesn't say on there. I can't remember the name.
You can't remember the name of the only other album you bought.
I know the artiste.
What's the artist?
It was Susan Boyle's.
Why would you buy a Susan Boyle record? With the greatest of respect to Susan, why would you choose her?
Well, because it was, it was much talked about.
Yeah.
At the time of its release, and I was looking for something to write about.
You've not got that journalist job at the NME still, have you, David?
No. for the Observer.
Can you remember the name of any of the songs?
No. But
wow!
But wait. I could guess a lot of the songs because they weren't. I don't think she'd written the songs.
We were talking about it earlier.
What
You said your favourite was "I Dreamed a Dream."
Can you just give us a rendition of that? Can you hunt or sing that or something?
How I dreamed a dream?
I don't think you can because we'd have to pay then, so it'd be inappropriate. So
sorry,
you must.
He's very experienced.
So
in
sorry.
TV.
That's
Well, I'll tell you what, David. I will tell
from
you
the best, Tony Verrill.
Yeah.
David, I will tell you the names of some of Susan's album releases, or escapes more than releases. And you tell me if any of them ring a bell, okay?
Okay.
The Gift.
I don't know.
A Wonderful World.
I reckon that might have been on there.
No, this is the album title.
Sorry. The album title?
Yes. Was the album title The Gift?
I promise you, the album title is not going to ring a bell. Because for me, it was the Susan Boyle album.
Okay, you can't remember the name of the album, you can't remember the name of any of the songs.
Yeah.
Can you remember how you felt listening to it?
My recollection is I felt it was fine.
Fine.
What's it going to be, Lee? Time to guess.
You'll think it's a lie?
I actually think it's true.
It's true.
Yes, I'm with Denise, just about.
Okay.
Okay, going to say true.
True, yes.
Okay, David, truth or lie?
It is true.
Wow.
Yes, it's true. David has indeed doubled his music collection. Next, it's Catherine.
I was ticked off by the headmaster after I mistakenly packed a pina colada in my daughter's lunchbox for a school trip.
Wow. Oh, what did you think it was?
What did you think it was?
Well, they have these lovely, really lovely, like frozen packs for the freezer, and you just take them out and squeeze them out. It's like a little frozen, but they really look juicy. I thought it was just a little juice.
Are you thinking of fruit shoots and things like that?
No. I'll tell you the name. Do you want to know the brand name of it?
Yes, I do.
Capri Sun.
Oh, the fruit drink in a pouch?
Delicious.
Why did you think that it was anything else? Because you were the one that bought it.
Yeah, because I just buy lots of stuff for the fridge. I just grabbed it because I'm not with it in the morning because I've been having pina coladas the night before.
What did the person at school? Did you get a telephone call or were you invited in?
Oh, I was invited in on that
What did they
occasion.
say?
Hello, your daughter's drunk?
Yeah.
No.
She said she was wasted again.
She didn't drink it. She knew right away what it was. It wasn't for her.
Did she report you?
Yeah.
Oh, she's a grass.
She's such a grass. She tells people, my mummy hides wine in the walls. But
In the
that's
walls?
a wine rack.
Oh, I see.
But they have a problem with me anyway.
Why?
They've met
Well, yeah, they've met me. That's number one. I do the school run in a bathrobe.
No.
Oh.
What?
What a Really?
You go to school in a bathrobe?
Yes, because...
What have you got under the bathrobe?
None of your business.
So, talk us through now. You've gone into the school. They've called you in to the headmaster or headmistress's office. What happens?
And they just said, I suppose you thought you were being funny. And I said, I'm sorry, what was funny? And they said, you know what you thought was funny. And I said, no, I really don't know.
They spoke to you like that, a parent.
Yeah, you should see my fresh look. They think I'm 16, that's the other problem.
Who does?
The faculty.
How sympathetic was this lighting? Was it sort of...
Don't you find that
We've been doing this show 11 years. That's the most catty thing that's ever been.
So, Catherine, he says to you, what do you think you were doing? What happened then?
He had the pina colada in his desk drawer and said it's not funny to send your daughter on a school trip with alcohol.
Wow.
What do you think, truth or lie?
I could see her doing it.
Yes.
I really could see you doing it, Catherine.
Thanks.
But I think it's a lie.
So basically, you don't think this particular incident is true, but she possibly is an alcoholic.
I think it's most certainly a lie.
OK, well, my team seems to do some lies, so we'll say lie.
OK, Catherine, truth or lie?
Nah, it is a lie.
Oh.
Yes, it's a lie. Catherine didn't put a pina colada in her daughter's lunchbox. Well, that noise signals time is up. It's the end of the show. And I can reveal that Lee's team have won by 4 points to 1. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Good night.
You can win amazing prizes through January with Radio 1's Jan Slam. Make sure you're listening to The Breakfast Show from 6 tomorrow morning to be in with a chance of winning 2 VIP tickets to this year's Creamfields. Next tonight, Graham chats with Dame Helen Mirren and there's music from Sigrid. So don't go anywhere.